Hey friend, this is Leo Lauretti from Abstract Music Lab, and today I'm back here in the sound design channel. Today I'm recreating an effect called Demonster, and it sounds like this. Really nice sound, especially for before the drop moments if you want to listen to it in context. And if you like this sound, you can get it over here in the description below in the Serum 2 Techno pack that you can find at Production Music Live's website. But now let's get started with this tutorial and let's get started with the sound design. We're gonna initialize the sound and it sounds like this. Pretty much just a boring saw wave. We're gonna go into Serum 2. And we're gonna start by selecting the default shape saw wave. We're gonna put this an octave down. Unison up. The detune is going to go a bit down as well. The blend a bit down as well. Pretty much just focusing more on the center. Now we're also going to pick the level, put it a bit down as well. Up actually. And that's pretty much it with oscillator A. Now oscillator B, we're going to select a basic MG. In the wavetable position, we're going to put this a bit higher. Somewhere like this, and we're gonna put this in a unison. Two voices of unison, detune a bit down. So this is pretty much just stereo. If we deactivate this, you can hear that the sound is pretty much just in the stereo. Now oscillator A back again. Blend a lot down with this one, but it doesn't make a big difference to be honest, because we just have the stereo, we don't have the mono. And the sound a lot down as well. Cool. Now we're gonna go first into our LFO. If you have never used LFOs, this is going to be a lot of LFOs in this tutorial. LFO 1, we're gonna select the free host BPM 2-bar LFO. Let's put this already in our CRS. Same thing over here in this one. But we're going to put this to 42. And we're going to put this one over here a little bit down. Back to 0 over here. We don't want to change this over here. 0 and 0 over here. Now let's change this. We're going to hold Alt. And you can see how this snaps to the grid. This is what we want. We want to create another dot and snap it to the grid. Put this a little bit of curvature here. And put another one over here. Now a little bit of curvature here, a little bit of curvature here. This pretty much can go in the middle. Good. Now LFO 2, we're gonna go and select again free high host BPM 2 bars. This is going to be an inverted triangle, so we're gonna just pick these handles, put it all the way up, hold Alt, and we don't hear anything because we're not listening to anything, and we're gonna put this to the wavetable position of B. Something like this. Now LFO 3, we're gonna go again free host BPM. We're gonna put this to 1/8. We're gonna put the rate to 1/8, and we're gonna assign this to the panning of A. In a bipolar manner, so if it hasn't come bipolar, just hold Alt Shift. Unipolar, bipolar, that's what we want. Now we have to modulate the detune also of A, and we're going to do this with envelope 2. So envelope 2, a little bit higher on the attack. Let's assign it already to the detune. So this is going to go as it is pretty much in this frequency. We're going to pick the decay and put it a lot higher. The sustain all the way down. And the release is going to remain as it is, but this handle over here is going to go at the bottom of M2, pretty much around here. Now noise, we're gonna select an alpha and Z noise. But we have to select pitch tracking, and we don't see the pitch tracking anymore because there used to be a little keyboard in Serum 1. Now we just have to right click and enable pitch tracking. Volume a bit up. Pitch a bit up. Select this as a loop, and that pretty much as it is over here. Envelope 1, now to modulate the sound itself. A bit more attack. A bit like this. And now decay as it is, sustain as it is, and release as it is. Now that's it. Filter, MG12. We're going to select this one, ABN noise. Cutoff a bit up. Resonance a bit up as well. Drive a bit up as well. Fat a bit up as well. Drive and fat are just a bit of saturation to the sound. Now, LFO 4, this is going to modulate the cutoff. So we're already going to put this here pretty much as it is. Now let's change the curve here. We're going to select an inverted triangle again, but this is going to go up. This is going to go down. Hold Alt, but this all the way down. And this pretty much in the middle over here. Retrig host BPM and set this to 2. In addition to that, LFO 5, we're going to select here free host BPM 1/4. This is going to be a sawdown, and we're going to put this again to the cutoff. But we have to smooth it out a little bit. Pretty much something like this. We're going to smooth it out a little bit with the smoothing. You can see the effect of the smoothing. Now, in addition to that, we're going to go again into LFO number 6. LFO number 6, what we're going to do is we're going to use a sawdown. So something like this, but now a bit up. We're going to set the bar to 2. We're going to leave this as retrig host BPM as it is, so 2 bars. And we're going to go back to LFO 5 and put this in the rate. But this is going to kind of shift back to LFO 6. We don't want this. We go to the matrix. In the matrix, first we set this to unipolar. And we set this a little bit smaller. So this is pretty much accelerating the rate. And then as it goes down, it goes decelerating the rate. Pretty cool, right? Now, that's pretty much it with the oscillator section. Now we're going to go into the effects section. And in the effects, what we're going to do here, we're going to start by selecting a compressor, but we're choosing a multiband. And we're going to do quite a lot of things here. First, we're going to pick the threshold, put it a bit down. Because this is going to get quiet, we're going to pick the gain, put it a bit up. Attack ratio and release all as it is. Now we're going to do some changes to here. What we're going to do here is in the below first, we're going to do also a little bit up. So essentially, we're going to compress below the threshold as well. Something pretty much just in the middle like this. And we're going to start by raising the level of the high. And also by raising the level of the low. Now we're going to click in the middle here and drag this a little bit down. We're going to click in the middle, drag it a bit up in the mids. And we're going to click and drag a bit down in the lows as well. with more of a MIDI sound now. Now we're gonna go into the effects. We're gonna go and select a delay. We're gonna select ping pong. 1/4 dot. Oops, dot. So we're gonna go all the way up. And 1/8 dot as well. A bit more feedback. Frequency a lot up because we mainly want to focus this on the higher frequencies. And we're going to pick this Q, put it a bit down so you can see how this focus the delay on the higher frequencies. Now we're going to pick the mix and put it a bit down. But remember that LFO1, we're going to use it again. We're going to select over here and put this a bit down. Lastly, reverb. Let's already put the mix a bit down. But let's put the LFO back over here and a little bit like this. We're gonna select a Hall reverb. A lot more size. A lot more decay. You can see how this becomes really big. Now we're gonna low cut this a little bit. We're gonna decrease the high cut. Now we're gonna increase the rate of the spin. This is essentially the spin of the reverb. We're gonna increase this rate so it spins a bit faster. Now, if you want to listen again in context, really cool sound, and if you liked it, you can get it over here in the description below. This is just a single note, that's why I didn't show you the MIDI. But if you liked it, you can get it over here in the description below. This is Leo Lauretti from Abstract Music Lab signing off. Ciao.